The frosted glass of my brownstone flat, wondering where the warmth of the summer went and sat. Snowflakes descending upon the incredibly quiet street, burying the memories beneath the terrifying white sheet. Tears freezing instantly upon my shivering cheek, feeling emotionally drained, vulnerable and weak. The radiator hisses, but it provides no actual heat, except in the reality of this emotional defeat.
Walking underneath the massive rusted overpass, watching the heavy icicles forming on the glass. Collar turned up against the absolutely bitter chill, swallowing a tremendously difficult jagged pill, carrying the generational sorrow inside my heavy lungs, speaking the prayers in the forgotten ancient tongues. The metropolis is a frozen, unforgiving concrete beast, starving the poor people at the billionaire's feast. The saxophone cries out into the desolate night, searching desperately for a tiny flicker of light. Echoes bouncing off the frozen brick facade, questioning the intentions of the universe and God. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. Oh, a melancholy symphony played on the frozen string, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Brooklyn, where a heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky. Plowing through the snowdrifts, blocking the avenue, wondering how I will ever manage to get to you. My boots are soaking wet from the melting slush, surviving the frantic morning commuter rush. The bassline acts as a heavy, thick woolen coat, protecting the fragile vocal cords inside my throat. We huddle around the flaming trash barrel for warmth, enduring the brutality of this psychological storm. Pigeon sheltering, shivering beneath the window ledge, standing dangerously close to the emotional edge. The street lamps flicker, casting a yellow sickly glow, reflecting off the dirty accumulated city snow. I sing a lullaby to the ghosts of my romantic past, knowing that this freezing temperature cannot last. The morning dove answers from the fire escape stairs, carrying the heavy burden of my unspoken care. The saxophone cries out into the desolate night, searching desperately for a tiny flicker of light. Echoes bouncing off the frozen brick facade, questioning the intentions of the universe and God. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. A melancholy symphony played on the frozen string, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Brooklyn, where a heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky. The tears fall down and melt the stubborn ice. We have already paid the ultimate heavy price. The rhythm of thaw, the completely frozen heart, giving us the strength to beautifully restart. So cold, hold on, winter passes, keep breathing. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. A melancholy symphony played on the frozen string,
searching for the legendary, incredibly rare acetates. Wearing sequin bell-bottoms and massive hoop rings, appreciating the beauty of tangible, physical things.
The album cover artwork is a masterpiece of design, pulling out a classic record from 1979, blowing the dust carefully off the black circular wax, preparing to play the most spectacular groovy tracks. Dropping the diamond stylus onto the spinning disc, taking a beautiful analog auditory risk. The tube amplifier glowing with the comfortable warm heat, delivering the authentic uncompressed heavy beat. No digital files, no invisible streaming cloud, just the authentic vibration playing beautifully loud. 33 and the third revolutions per minute, throwing our entire dedicated souls directly in it. The crackles and the pops add a wonderful character, a beautiful imperfection that makes it entirely better, preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Reading the liner notes printed on the paper sleeve, discovering exactly what the legendary artist believed. The turntable belt spinning the heavy aluminum platter, making the superficial modern pop completely shatter. We skip the track by manually lifting the tone arm, protecting the delicate groove from any possible harm. The smell of old cardboard is incredibly intoxicating, rewarding the patience of our dedicated waiting.
Dancing barefoot across the shag carpet floor, this analog experience leaves me begging for more. The disco ball reflecting off the shiny black surface, giving our evening a completely wonderful purpose. We flip the record carefully over to the B-side, enjoying the spectacular 45-minute ride. The heavy dub echoes bouncing off the wallpapered wall, answering the vintage stereophonic beautiful call. The crackles and the pops add a wonderful character, a beautiful imperfection that makes it entirely better, preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. The algorithm cannot predict what we actually feel. The analog format makes the emotion completely real. Keep the needle completely clean, protect the fragile wax, enjoying the warmth of the absolute finest track. Spin it back, flip the side, warm analog, retro vibes. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Record finished, lift the needle, beautiful sound, timeless.
Oh
Complex blueprints across the marble table, constructing a dynasty that is fundamentally stable. We are the architects of a brand new acoustic dimension, commanding the absolute, undivided global attention. Columns forged from the purest, reverberating sound, establishing our sovereignty upon this fertile ground. I wear the invisible crown of the auditory queen, surveying the most magnificent kingdom ever seen.
Laying down the heavy foundation with the massive base, expanding the borders of our designated royal space. Ambassadors of the rhythm, diplomats of the beat, signing cultural treaties on the newly paved street. Our monarchy is not built upon tyrannical oppression, but on the joyful release of musical expression. Guarding the palace gates with the heavy amplifier, fueling the eternal inextinguishable kingdom fire.
Expanding the magnificent territory mile by mile, ruling the population with an undeniable style. The Constitution is written in a melodic code, paving a glorious, prosperous, everlasting road. Welcome to the unparalleled, majestic groove empire, elevating the collective civilization significantly higher. A dynasty functioning on the perfect reggae time, achieving a supremacy that is absolutely sublime. Groove empire, an unbreakable sovereign state, mastering the unpredictable, complicated fate.
Summoning the royal council to the central courtyard, patrolling the perimeter with the dedicated vanguard. The treasury is filled with exclusive rare vinyl plates, dictating the incredibly heavy universal exchange rates. We conquer the negativity with a peaceful invasion, rising beautifully to meet every single grand occasion. The banners are waving proudly in the high altitude wind, forgiving the territories that are previously sinned.
Draped in the luxurious velvet of the ultimate conqueror, acting as the supreme benevolent musical emperor. The citizens rejoice when the royal procession begins, washing away the sorrow and the historical sins. My throne is constructed from the finest mahogany wood, ruling the dominion exactly as a matriarch should. The legacy is cemented deeply into the bedrock, impervious to the terrifying external violence shock. Expanding the magnificent territory mile by mile, ruling the population with an undeniable style. The Constitution is written in a melodic code, paving a glorious, prosperous, everlasting road. Welcome to the unparalleled, majestic refusing to politely smile for the high society, embracing my wonderfully complex notoriety.
They tried to lock me inside a golden bird cage, but I easily escaped from the theatrical stage, running barefoot through the untamed wilderness, leaving behind the polite, expected tenderness. A lone wolf howling at the midnight lunar phase, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable maze, trusting the internal compass, ignoring the map, dodging the clever, manipulative societal trap,
writing my own definitive, spectacular destiny, refusing to participate in the fake festivity, hunting for the absolute, terrifying truth, preserving the rebellious nature of my youth, swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence.
Crossing the strictly forbidden geographical borders, disobeying the hypocritical, ridiculous orders. My pulse is dictated by instinct, not by a clock, breaking the incredibly heavy psychological lock,
Walking the completely complicated, risky path, enduring the jealous, unpredictable, bitter wrath. I am the captain of this incredibly fragile ship, refusing to ever lose my determined tight grip, throwing away the expected boring blueprint, leaving the totally unique, unforgettable fingerprint, painting entirely outside the designated lines, ignoring the confusing, contradictory signs. The armor I wear is forged from pure defiance, operating without any corporate fake alliance, finding immense joy inside the beautiful chaos, regardless of the potential temporary loss, swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce, and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence.
Do not try to tame the wild roaming beast. We are starving at the superficial fake feast. Freedom is a highly expensive, necessary cost,
But those who wander are never truly lost. Untamed,
unchained,
no rule,
just instinct,
possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence. Each strong, never conform, stay wild, forever rogue. Yeah. Waking up early before the sun even shows its face, running the rat race, keeping up a frantic pace, chasing the paper, securing the daily bread. So many complex equations running through my head. Grinding in the studio, negotiating the major deal, trying to figure out what is fake and what is real.
Working in the field, sweating underneath the sun. The labor of a righteous man is never truly done. Planting the crops, hoping for a bountiful yield, using faith as a weapon, wearing truth as a shield.
Babylon demands the taxes, pushing us to the brink, but they cannot dictate the way a free man thinks. Keep pushing forward, ignoring the fatigue. We are playing the game in an entirely different league. No rest for the wicked, but the righteous never tire, fueling the engine with an inextinguishable fire. It is the dub hustle, surviving another day, earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm, working very hard, but keeping completely calm.
Hey, boss man yelling loudly, trying to break my spirit, but I block out the noise. I refuse to even hear it, because I have a family waiting patiently at home. They are the only reason that I endlessly roam.
Gathering the resources, building a solid base, maintaining my dignity, navigating with grace. Signing contracts, smiling for the flashing cameras, handling the pressure, avoiding the endless dramas. Building an empire brick by heavy brick, dodging all the obstacles, moving fast and quick. Success is the target, determination is the bow, shooting the arrow straight, claiming the victory now. Keep pushing forward, ignoring the fatigue. We are playing the game in an entirely different league. No rest for the wicked, but the righteous never tire, fueling the engine with an inextinguishable fire. It is the dub hustle, surviving another day, earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm, working very hard, but keeping completely calm.
The paycheck is important, but the soul is priceless. We navigate this crazy world, avoiding the crisis. Balance the books, but keep the music playing loud. Standing tall and independent in the middle of the crowd. Hey. Work, 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 work.
Don't stop, don't stop.
Keep grinding.
Stay focused. Oh, it is the dub hustle, surviving another day, earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm, working very hard, but keeping completely calm.
Clocking out,
Heading home,
the hustle never stops.
so we keep smiling. Yeah. Midnight approaches, the city starts to transform. I am stepping out into the center of the storm. wearing neon colors that glow completely bright, searching for the ultimate sonic appetite. The underground bunker is hidden out of view, only accessible to the chosen lucky few. Elevator descending into the basement deep, where the nocturnal creatures refuse to go to sleep.
Sound system operator plugging in the thick cables, wiping down the surface of the dual turntables. Amplifier tubes glowing a dangerous hot red, preparing to unleash the thunder in your head. Testing the microphone, saying check 1 and 2, sending massive shock waves directly into you. The concrete foundation is beginning to crack. Once you feel the pressure, you can never go back.
Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the best tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea. This is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone.
Seismic activity registering off the charts, synchronizing perfectly with our beating hearts. The needle hits the groove, a microscopic spark, igniting an explosion in the completely dark. Rivals try to clash, but the speakers are too weak. They cannot comprehend the language that we speak, dominating thoroughly the auditory space, wiping every challenger completely from the place.
Laser beams cutting through the artificial fog, living like a shadow in the digital catalog. My pulse is dictated by the master engineer. The outside world completely disappears. Sub-harmonic frequencies massaging my spine, crossing over the designated safety line, surrendering my body to the overwhelming force, letting the vibration take its natural course. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea. This is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone. Can you feel it dropping lower, going down? Are the windows shattering all around? Gravity is suspended in this heavy atmosphere. The only thing that matters is the noise we hear.
Lower,
Deeper,
maximum pressure, release.
we need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea. This is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone.
System overload,
Speakers smoking, ringing in the ears,
fade to black.
transform. I am stepping out into the center of the storm, wearing neon colors that glow completely bright, searching for the ultimate sonic appetite. The underground bunker is hidden out of view, only accessible to the chosen lucky few. Elevator descending into the basement deep, where the nocturnal creatures refuse to go to sleep.
Sound system operator plugging in the thick cables, wiping down the surface of the dual turntables. Amplifier tubes glow in a dangerous hot red, preparing to unleash the thunder in your head.
Testing the microphone, saying check 1 and 2, sending massive shockwaves directly into you. The concrete foundation is beginning to crack. Once you feel the pressure, you can never go back. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea, this is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone.
Seismic activity registering off the charts, synchronizing perfectly with our beating hearts. The needle hits the groove, a microscopic spark, igniting an explosion in the completely dark.
Rivals try to clash, but their speakers are too weak. They cannot comprehend the language that we speak, dominating thoroughly the auditory space, wiping every challenger completely from the place. Laser beams cutting through the artificial fog, living like a shadow in a digital catalog. My pulse is dictated by the master engineer. The outside world completely disappears. Subharmonic frequencies massaging my spine, crossing over the designated safety lines, surrendering my body to the overwhelming force, letting the vibration take its natural course. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea, this is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone. Can you feel it dropping lower, going down? All the windows shattering all around. Gravity is suspended in this heavy atmosphere. The only thing that matters is the noise we hear. Deeper, maximum pressure, release. We need a bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea, this is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone. System overload, speakers smoking, ringing in the ears, fade to black. Yeah, stepping out the luxury, stepping out the luxury. Stepping out the luxury, stepping out. Stepping out the luxury vehicle in an emerald silk gown, ready to completely shut this underground dance all down. Diamonds dripping heavily from my manicured fingertips, a confident, unapologetic smile resting on my lips. The rude boys part like the Red Sea when I walk through, showing exactly what a determined, powerful queen can do. I grab the golden microphone from the incredibly sturdy stand, taking absolute control of this entire massive land.
The operator pulls up the track to show maximum respect, witnessing a royalty that you simply did not expect. She brings the haute couture directly into the gritty dirt, healing the massive crowd of every single painful hurt. Her vocal runs are smooth like highly expensive hay drum, commanding the attention of the aggressive heavy drum. I spin the exclusive dub plate entirely in her honor, recognizing the spectacular, undeniable grace upon her. Elegance and the extreme grip colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub, demanding absolute uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall, oh, with a terrifying, beautiful grace. Rival sound systems try to initiate a massive clash, but she reduces their arguments to absolute burnt ash. Just one lingering, spectacular, highly melodic note cuts directly to their defense, straight to the throat. The speakers are smoking, the amplifiers are entirely blown, because she refuses to abdicate her magnificent throne. A flawless combination of the street and the extreme luxury, defeating her opponents with absolute pure wizardry.
My stilettos remain perfectly spotless in the muddy yard, playing my ultimate winning, completely dominant card. The delay effect multiplies the power of my sweet voice, leaving the mesmerized audience absolutely no choice. I dictate the tempo with the pick of my jewel wrist, adding a sophisticated, unexpected, phenomenal twist. They thought I was too delicate to handle the heavy bass, but I threw their underestimation right back in their face. Elegance and the extreme grit colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub, demanding absolute uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with a terrifying, beautiful grace. The crown is incredibly heavy, but she wears it with ease, bringing the biggest, toughest challengers down to their knees. A masterpiece of attitude, a portrait of supreme confidence, shattering the boundaries of the typical expected existence. Queen arrives, make way, flawless victory. Hear me echo. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to into the cockpit. Strap into the cockpit, prepare the shuttle launch. Leaving the stratosphere, our determination is staunch. Looking through the porthole at the shrinking globe below. Heading toward the galaxies where glowing comets go. Zero gravity suspends my floating silver hair. Breathing oxygen from tanks inside the vacuum air. Igniting thrusters rapidly to leave the Milky Way. Discovering a universe where alien life forms play.
Rastafari navigating through the asteroid belt. The hottest solar temperatures that I have ever felt. Planting a flag of unity upon the lunar dust. In the cosmic architecture is the only thing we trust. Cruising past the rings of Saturn in the silver fleet. Bringing interstellar rhythm to the Martian street. Telescopes cannot predict the trajectory we take. Leaving a magnificent celestial glowing wake. Warp speed engaged, pushing the throttle lever up. Drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam. Living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space flyer, burning up the cold. A planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernova, surfing on the flare. Shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite. A brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Black holes trying desperately to suck my vessel in, but the anti-gravity propulsion guarantees we win. Communicating telepathically across the vast unknown. Establishing a colony upon a meteorite throne. Quantum physics bending to the will of the base. A spiritual awakening within the outer space. Meteorites crashing down, but we expertly dodge. Resting safely inside the intergalactic lodge.
Plasma streams illuminating the dark matter void. Dancing on the surface of a rogue stray asteroid. Wearing a spacesuit tailored with synthetic thread. A billion shining galaxies exploding in my head. We are astronauts of rhythm, pioneers of the sky. Watching the magnificent constellations whizzing by. No borders or boundaries exist up in this dome. Making the magnificent cosmos our permanent home. Warp speed engaged, pushing the throttle lever up. Drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam. Living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold. A planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernova, surfing on the flare. Shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite. A brilliant explosion in the endless dark night.
Telemetry readings indicate a massive sonic boom. Echoing endlessly across the universe's room. We bypass Pluto, accelerating past the edge. Fulfilling the astronomical visionary play.
Houston, we have liftoff. Approaching the sun. Maximum velocity.
Stardust falling.
Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold. A planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernova, surfing on the flare. Shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite. A brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Dream to take away infinite space. The final frontier, cosmic vibration. Stepping out the luxury to completely shut this underground dance all down. Diamonds dripping heavily from my manicured fingertips. A confident, unapologetic smile resting on my lips. The rude boys part like the Red Sea when I walk through, showing exactly what a determined, powerful queen can do. I grab the golden microphone from the incredibly sturdy stand, taking absolute control of this entire massive land.
The operator pulls up the track to show maximum respect, witnessing a royalty that you simply did not expect. She brings the haute couture directly into the gritty dirt, healing the massive crowd of every single painful hurt. Her vocal runs are smooth like highly expensive edge rum, commanding the attention of the aggressive heavy drum. I spin the exclusive dub plate entirely in her honor, recognizing the spectacular, undeniable grace upon her. Elegance and the extreme grit colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace. Rival sound systems try to initiate a massive clash, but she reduces their arguments to absolute burnt ash. Just one lingering, spectacular, highly melodic note cuts directly through their defense, straight to the throat.
The speakers are smoking, the amplifiers are entirely blown, because she refuses to abdicate a magnificent throne. A flawless combination of the street and the extreme luxury, defeating her opponents with absolute pure wizardry. My stilettos remain perfectly spotless in the muddy yard, playing my ultimate winning, completely dominant card. The delay effect multiplies the power of my sweet voice, leaving the mesmerized audience absolutely no choice. I dictate the tempo with the flick of my jeweled wrist, adding a sophisticated, unexpected, phenomenal twist. They thought I was too delicate to handle the heavy bass, but I threw their underestimation right back in their face. Elegance and the extreme grit colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch, this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace. The crown is incredibly heavy, but she wears it with ease, bringing the biggest, toughest challengers down to their knees. A masterpiece of attitude, a portrait of supreme confidence, shattering the boundaries of the typical, expected existence. Queen Arise, make way, flawless victory. Hear me echo, hear me echo. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace. The queen departs, spotlight off, legendary nights. Long live the diva. neighborhood boys. I learned to sing before I ever learned to speak, finding immense strength whenever I was feeling weak. They call me a legend, but I am just a simple girl, trying to spread a little honey in a bitter world, carrying the history of my people in my throat, pouring pure emotion into every single note.
She walks down the block with incredible grace, a permanent sunshine illuminated on her face. Empress of the concrete, royalty without a crown, lifting up the spirits of the entire dusty town.
When she starts to vocalize, the arguments all cease, bringing a spectacular, overwhelming sense of peace. An aura of positivity surrounds her silhouette, a magnetic energy that you will never forget. She carries the remedy in her vocal cords, striking down the hatred without using any swords. A testament to resilience, a symbol of the pure, providing a miraculous musical cure. Listen to Soul Jenny, pouring out her heart, a masterpiece, a living, a brilliant work of art, healing up the fractures in the community, bringing us together in perfect harmony. Soul Jenny, a beacon shining in the night, guiding all the wanderers back into the light.
I watch her from a distance, standing on the stage, turning back the clock, reversing every age. The elders start to reminisce, the youth begin to smile, captivated thoroughly by her remarkable style. She blends the Latin rhythm with the steady island skank, taking all her blessings straight to the spiritual bank. No artificial gimmicks, no fabricated lies, just naked honest truth reflecting in her eyes.
I close my eyes and channel the ancestors above, filling up the microphone with unconditional love. I am a vessel for the melody, a conduit for the sound, keeping my stilettos planted firmly on the ground. Fame is an illusion, money is just green paper, but a genuine connection is a much sweeter flavor. I give away my energy until I am entirely drained, ensuring that the cultural legacy is maintained. Carries the remedy in her vocal cords, striking down the hatred without using any sword. A testament to resilience, a symbol of the pure, providing a miraculous musical cure. Listen to Soul Jenny, pouring out her heart, a masterpiece, a living, a brilliant work of art, healing up the fractures in the community, bringing us together in perfect harmony. Soul Jenny, a beacon shining in the night, guiding all the wanderers back into the light. slippery cliff above the raging foam, singing an intoxicating melody to guide the sailors home. My voice is a deceptive weapon wrapped in velvet lace, luring the massive galleons into this treacherous place.
Silver scales shimmering underneath the cloudy moonlight,
promising a beautiful, romantic, unforgettable night.
the frequencies are designed
To entirely paralyze, masking the deadly intentions hidden in my eyes.
yeah. Gripping the wooden helm tightly with my calloused hands, navigating blindly toward the undocumented lands. The compass needle spinning widely, completely out of control. The mysterious chanting taking a heavy psychological toll.
A fog descending quickly, blinding the frantic crew. We are helplessly drawn directly, magnetically to you. The radar is malfunctioning, the charts are entirely wrong. Surrendering my vessel to the captivating, mythical song. The ocean tide pulls with an undeniable tragic force,
Deviating completely from the designated
safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep,
putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep.
hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren skank, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic grief. Siren skank,
Echoing across the
stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away.
warning flares shooting upward into the pitch black, but there is absolutely zero possibility of turning back. The wooden hull splintering against the hidden stone, leaving me entirely, desperately freezing and alone.
Water rushing rapidly into the lower flooding deck, standing at the epicenter of a catastrophic wreck. Yet I cannot stop listening to the mesmerizing tune, drowning in the acoustics beneath the pale moon. Collecting the sunken treasure scattered on the floor, adding another ruined captain to my massive score. My underwater kingdom thrives upon the human demise, a predatory predator wearing a spectacular disguise.
Breathing the liquid oxygen,
Swimming effortlessly free, I am the undisputed, gorgeous monarch of the sea.
the dub siren wails again,
Signaling the next attack, waiting patiently for the next armada to unpack. The ocean tide calls with an undeniable tragic force,
deviating completely from the designated
safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep,
putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep.
hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren skank, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic grief. Siren skank, echoing across the stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away.
No lifeboat can rescue you
Hustling market vendors, yelling out the daily price, selling yellow plantains in a heavy bag of rice. Taxis honking loudly in the congested traffic jam, buying a delicious patty filled with spicy lamb. Vibrant dresses spinning in the afternoon heat, navigating carefully the chaotic busy street. Haggling for a bargain on the corner sidewalk, listening to the locals enthusiastically talk.
Slamming the domino piece up on the wooden table, shouting at my brother because I am completely able. Drinking white rum from a tiny plastic cup, watching the neighborhood rude boys sizing me up. Stray dogs barking wildly at the passing cars, hiding my heavy cash inside the glass jars. Corrugated zinc fences painted in green and gold, a magnificent story that is waiting to be told. The pulse of the capital beating relentlessly, surviving the struggle entirely beautifully. A rough exterior hiding a magnificent heart, tearing the oppressive corrupt system apart. Standing firmly upon the Kingston block, surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound, where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges, fulfilling the local community pledges. Police cruisers flashing their bright blue lights, patrolling the avenues during the humid nights. But the sound system operator drops the heavy needle, exposing the corrupt politicians acting incredibly feeble. A massive clash between the rival audio crews, broadcasting the authentic underground news. Bass speakers vibrating the peeling window frame, playing the dangerous,
highly competitive game. Smoke rising thickly from the jerk chicken grill, serving up the plates with an exceptional skill. Barefoot children running through the narrow alleyway, making up fantastic games that they love to play. The aroma of spices saturating the thick air, a beautiful resilience that is incredibly rare. Mothers sitting on the porch braiding their daughters' hair, handling the extreme pressure with a fabulous flair. The pulse of the capital beating relentlessly, surviving the struggle entirely beautifully. A rough exterior hiding a magnificent heart, tearing the oppressive corrupt system apart. Standing firmly upon the Kingston block, surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound, where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges, fulfilling the local community pledges.
downtown grit mixes with the uptown flair, creating an atmosphere completely beyond compare. From Trench Town to Papini, energy is immense, jumping wildly over the high concrete fence. Pull up, pull up.
Streets are hot, real life, watch your step, standing firmly upon the Kingston block, surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound, where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges, fulfilling the local community pledges.
City never sleeps, block is alive, respect the streets.
Kingston town. Strumming the wood in acoustic like a powerful wand, creating an unbreakable magical musical bond. I ancient grimoire of the beautiful sound, the heaviest alchemy that can possibly be found.
Transmuting the sorrow into absolute pure gold.
A spectacular mystical story that must be told. Mixing the vocal potions inside the studio cauldron, protecting the innocent, completely vulnerable children.
The mixing console acts as the philosopher's stone, generating a completely unprecedented heavy tone, casting a rhythmic spell to heal the infected mind, leaving the bitterness and the jealousy far behind. My dreadlocks are antennas capturing the cosmic energy, formulating the ultimate beautiful acoustic synergy. The equalizer is a tool for spiritual high elevation, sending a miraculous cure to the suffering nation. Brewing an elixir out to the melody and the bass, performing incantations with the wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic. And our chemical process turning the heavy little light, illuminating the incredibly dark, pessimistic night. Marley magic, the sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive, chained spirits completely free. Weaving the heavy bass line like a protective cloak, emerging victoriously from the thick, blinding smoke. The microphone captures the deeply prophetic word, the most miraculous poetry that you ever heard. I chant the sacred syllables to break the heavy curse, driving away the negative entities inside the universe. The tape machine captures the supernatural phenomenon, a beautiful legacy that will constantly carry on. Sprinkling the vocal like fairy dust, rebuilding the foundation of the shattered trust. The rhythm section acts as a powerful healing potion, creating a magnificent, overwhelming, deep emotion. We are the wizards of the underground dub laboratory, writing a completely victorious, triumphant story. The levitation occurs when the heavy beat drops, a spectacular magic trick that never ever stops. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing incantations with the wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic. And our chemical process turning the heavy little light, illuminating the incredibly dark, pessimistic night. Marley magic, a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive, chained spirits completely free. The illusion of separation is completely destroyed, filling up the empty, terrifying dark void. The spell is cast, the transformation is complete, finding the miracle within the heavy drum beat. Feel the alchemy turn pain to gold. The spell is cast, a pure magic. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic. And our chemical process turning the heavy lead to light, illuminating the incredibly dark, pessimistic night. Marley magic, a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive, chained spirits completely free. The potion works, healing sounds, magic remains forever.
acoustic like a powerful wand, creating an unbreakable, magical, musical bond. I read the ancient grimoire of the beautiful sound, the heaviest alchemy that can possibly be found, transmuting the sorrow into absolute pure gold. A spectacular, mystical story that must be told, mixing the vocal potions inside the studio cauldron, protecting the innocent, completely vulnerable children.
Yeah, hey. The mixing console acts as the philosopher's stone, generating a completely unprecedented heavy tone, casting a rhythmic spell to heal the infected mind, leaving the bitterness and the jealousy far behind. My dreadlocks are antennas, capturing the cosmic energy, formulating the ultimate beautiful acoustic synergy. The equalizer is a tool for spiritual high elevation, sending a miraculous cure to the suffering nation. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with a wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, Erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic.
an alchemical process, turning the heavy lead to light,
Illuminating the incredibly dark.
pessimistic night,
Marley magic,
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive.
chain spirits completely free. Weaving the heavy bassline like a protective cloak, emerging victoriously from the thick, blinding smoke. The microphone captures the deeply prophetic word, the most miraculous poetry that you ever heard. I chant the sacred syllables to break the heavy curse, driving away the negative entities inside the universe. The tape machine captures the supernatural phenomenon, a beautiful legacy that will constantly carry on, sprinkling the vocal like fairy dust, rebuilding the foundation of the shattered trust. The rhythm section acts as a powerful healing potion, creating a magnificent, overwhelming, deep emotion. We are the wizards of the underground, of laboratory, writing a completely victorious, triumphant story. The levitation occurs when the heavy beat drops, a spectacular magic trick that never ever stops. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with a wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, Erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic.
an alchemical process, turning the heavy lead to light,
Illuminating the incredibly dark.
pessimistic night,
Marley magic,
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive.
chain spirits completely free.
The illusion of separation is completely destroyed, filling up the empty, terrifying dark void. The spell is cast, the transformation is complete, finding the miracle within the heavy drum beat.
Feel the alchemy,
Turn pain to gold.
the spell is cast.
Pure magic, experiencing the undeniable Marley magic,
Erasing the circumstances that are
deeply tragic, an alchemical process,
turning the heavy lead to light.
illuminating the incredibly dark, pessimistic night,
Marley magic,
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive.
chain spirits completely free.
The potion works,
Healing sounds
magic remains.
forever.
towering crane, washing away the societal heavy judgmental stain, painting our cheekbones with the fluorescent bright dye, claiming our territory right underneath the sky. We are the outcasts, the rejects, the beautifully weird, exactly the people that the establishment has feared, forming a brand new clan above the noisy traffic, creating a lifestyle that is incredibly graphic.
Hoisting our handmade flag on the television antenna, establishing our own spectacular exclusive arena. The bloodline is irrelevant, the loyalty is what counts, weighing the dedication in heavy significant amounts. My brothers and sisters wear the leather and the denim, eradicating the societal highly toxic venom. We speak a slang that only the members understand, building a fortress overlooking the concrete land.
A chosen family forged entirely in the urban fire, elevating the collective spectacular energy higher.
No biological ties,
Just a deeply mutual respect, a magnificent community that we fiercely protect. We are the members of the fearless urban tribe, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable vibe. A nomadic society roaming the high-rise peaks, where the marginalized individual finally speak. Urban tribe connected by the incredibly heavy bass, claiming our rightful permanent elevated space.
tattoos act as the permanent identifying marks, navigating perfectly through the dangerous dark parks. We share the rations, splitting the loaf of bread, honoring the memories of the brave fallen dead. The council meets around the flaming metal barrel, dressed in our customized spectacular apparel, defending the perimeter from any unwanted intrusion, clearing away the massive metropolitan confusion.
Pearson's gleaming underneath the helicopter light. We absolutely own the incredibly dangerous night. I am a fierce sister standing completely by your side, filled with an undeniable, spectacular tribal pride. We bang the metal pipes against the brick chimney, creating an intimidating, highly aggressive symphony. The rules of the old world do not apply up here. We have completely eradicated the concept of fear. A chosen family forged entirely in the urban fire, elevating the collective spectacular energy higher.
No biological ties,
Just a deeply mutual respect, a magnificent community that we fiercely protect. We are the members of the fearless urban tribe, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable vibe. A nomadic society roaming the high-rise peaks, where the marginalized individual finally speaks. Urban tribe connected by the incredibly heavy bass, claiming our rightful permanent elevated space. Blood of the covenant is thicker than the water. Every single son and every single fierce daughter, united by the red and bonded by the deep struggle, surviving the incredibly chaotic daily juggle. We are one, stand together, tribe assemble,
hold the room.
we are the members of the fearless urban tribe, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable vibe. A nomadic society roaming the high-rise peaks, where the marginalized individual will finally speak. Urban tribe connected by the incredibly heavy bass, claiming our rightful permanent elevated space. Tribe forever, chosen family,
We run the night,
always together. reality is fragile and the illusions are hard. Vendors selling glass jars filled with forgotten dreams. Nothing in this bizarre district is exactly what it seems.
I trade a silver coin for a potion of lost memories, unlocking the incredibly strange multi-dimensional keys. The sky above is painted a swirling, impossible magenta, wandering blindly into the completely unknown center. Clocks on the brick walls are ticking entirely backward. The gravitational pull is feeling incredibly awkward. Buying a handful of stardust from the merchant tent, wondering exactly where the concept of sanity went. The psychic readers decipher the patterns in the smoke, revealing the cosmic punchline of the universal joke. I am a traveler stuck between the shifting parallel realms, navigating the ship with absolutely no recognizable helms.
The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism heavily dripping from the eaves, gathering the falling glow and supernatural leaves. Getting lost forever down a mystic avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view, where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the dimensional fabric, experiencing the highly unusual auditory magic.
Hey! Lanterns floating upwards without any visible strings, listening to the mutant bird that telepathically sings. The bassline is a snake charmer mesmerizing the mind, leaving the logical, rational explanations far behind. I purchase a map that constantly changes its owning, sitting at the edge of the incredibly terrifying brink. The shopkeepers speak a language of pure ringing bells, trapped inside their beautiful, fascinating, dizzying spell.
Mirrors reflecting faces that I have never actually worn, watching a beautiful miniature acoustic galaxy be born. My shadow detaches itself and dances on the brick wall, answering the incredibly strange supernatural call. Drinking the neon elixir that allows me to finally fly, hovering gently beneath the impossible magenta sky. The reggae rhythm warps and bends out of natural shape, providing a magnificent, deeply psychological escape. The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism heavily dripping from the eaves, gathering the falling, glowing supernatural leaves. Getting lost forever down a mystic avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view, where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the dimension onto my glowing face, stepping ceremonially into this ancestral space. The bonfire crackles, shooting embers to the sky, honoring the magnificent spirits that never die. Feathers decorating my elaborately woven crown, calling all the villagers from the surrounding town. Dancing wildly in a circle, kicking up the dirt, wearing a deeply symbolic embroidered shirt.
Beating the goatskin congas with my bare hands, connecting directly with the distant motherlands. Elders nodding slowly in deep, profound approval, celebrating the spectacular spiritual renewal. Passing the bamboo chalice around the large ring, listening to the oldest patriarch beautifully sing, chanting the ancient hymns in a forgotten tongue, feeling incredibly powerful and wonderfully young. The ancestors are joining the celebration tonight, bathed completely in the magnificent lunar light. Bloodlines intertwining like the roots of a tree, a spectacular display of indigenous majesty. Welcome to the underground roots party, where the laughter is loud and incredibly hearty, stripping away the modern superficial disguise, revealing the wisdom shining in our eyes. Roots party, a tribal rhythmic communion, a magnificent, unbreakable familial union. Sharing the folklore, passing down the myth, working the iron like a traditional blacksmith. The tempo increases, heartbeats begin to race, leaving a permanent mark upon this sacred place. Sweat pours down like a heavy tropical shower, embracing the raw, undeniable collective power. No microphones, just the volume of the chest, putting out tremendous stamina to the ultimate test. Cowrie shells rattling around my slender wrist, shaking off the modern world and all its crazy twists. The hypnotic repetition induces a trance state, allowing us to beautifully, easily elevate. Women ululating loudly, a piercing, joyous cry, reaching past the clouds, touching the starry sky. We are the surviving seeds of a magnificent tree, blooming spectacularly for everyone to clearly see. The ancestors are joining the celebration tonight, bathed completely in the magnificent lunar light. Bloodlines intertwining like the roots of a tree, a spectacular display of indigenous majesty. Welcome to the underground roots party, where the laughter is loud and incredibly hearty, stripping away the modern superficial disguise, revealing the wisdom shining in our eyes. Roots party, a tribal rhythmic communion, a magnificent, unbreakable familial union. Honor the lineage, respect the old ways, lighting the darkness with a spectacular blaze. The drum is the heartbeat, the fire is the soul, making the broken community completely whole. Dance harder, feel the earth, call the spirits, fire burning. Welcome to the underground roots party, where the laughter is loud and incredibly hearty, stripping away the modern superficial disguise, revealing the wisdom shining in our eyes. Roots party, a tribal rhythmic communion, a magnificent, unbreakable familial union. Ashes glow, spirits resting, tribe is strong, ancestors smile,